I am zonked, y'all. You like that, y'all? Oh my god. I just got laid like twice. I wanted to talk about my head hurts from yesterday where I had caffeine late at night because I was doing work at Starbucks, and I know overdoing with caffeine the next day if I don't do as much. And then I worked out lightly, and then I just had some nuts, one big thing, and then I went to go attempt to get laid in a bathhouse, of course. Yeah, so it was good. It was two people that were, one guy I know, kinda, I won't get much too into it, and then he had a little friend, and then I was like, oh, and I don't usually do threesomes. It's rare that I'm attracted to two people at the same time. And I won't even say attracted in the moment at the right place, you know. Because they ain't cute, but it was good. Yeah, it was a little awkward initially, and then yeah. So, anyways, my point being, changing the subject again. I have to put a lot of protective shit in my hair because it gets rough in there, and then with the sweat, hair wants to kind of go like this, and then people kind of, people with no hair, they think like people with long hair are just like, they think they put their hand, no, don't touch, especially when it's wet and frizzing and like, you're gonna rip it all out, you're gonna break it. But I managed to calm down with that. Sometimes I'll take their hand off. If they go the opposite direction to where my hair goes, it's all tied up. It's like, you can't do that. It's not doll hair. But I'm cool with it. Anyways, I protect it. I had bought, I usually put a whole shitload of like shea butter in it, because I know I'm going to be on the pillow rubbing, and it's like, that'll break your hair, especially fragile hair. But then I bought some, what they call it, old school grease, you know, Blue Magic stuff. There's Blue Magic or Dax. It's basically just petroleum jelly with other oils in it. Slathered. I was careful. It's the first time I bought it. I wanted to buy it because I wanted something else that was more occlusive, because it works for my hair. If I soaking wet my hair, then I put a little bit of something occlusive. It's like your skin. You put Vaseline on your skin, or a cream that's really thick, and it works for several hours, you know, for a long time. Don't do that all the time because it builds up on the hair too. So I decided to do that. I put that, then shea butter on, and although I can't do anything about the cotton candy hair, I didn't hear any snapping of my hair. A little bit of pulling, and this thing was coming out, but it wraps around a few times so it doesn't fall apart. I was able to manage for the few hours. But then when I went into the shower, there's showers there, it's like my hair turned to butter, and it doesn't do that with the shea butter. So it was with that tub of Blue Magic bergamot or bergamot. I used to try it when I was younger, but now I know the use for it. Don't do it all the time, at least with my type of hair, because I don't have hair that, you know, afro textured, but it's curly. It's, you know, the humidity makes it, you know, go like that. And if it's not protected, if I don't keep it wet a lot, it dries up really quickly and it breaks. So I've been doing that for a few months, wetting it every day. A second time a day, like I wet in the shower and then put coconut oil on it. Then the second part of the day, I'll braid it so I can lie on it, so I'm not lying on this and my neck going like this, and putting shea butter on it. So I'm doing it constantly, and it seems to work. I haven't had to trim my hair in almost a month. I go by how my neck hairs are growing. So that's a good sign. Like the ends aren't getting grabby, so I can last longer with it. I think I'm due. Maybe in 6 weeks I'll go and then trim off 1/8 of an inch. But it's gotten my obsession off of trying to trim my hair all the time. It seems I can get it to a state where I don't have to trim it as often, so then it will grow more. Anyways, coming back, I'm blabbing, which is good, I guess, right? This guy, and it's not the first time this guy said that. The guy I'm seeing who hasn't contacted me this weekend, he said the same thing too about my energy being masculine. People project masculinity like it's the gold standard of being a human being. You know what I mean? For guys, and that bothers me because I'm not in the least bit masculine. You know, people project what they want to project. Is it the muscles? Is it? It's not even the voice. I have a lisp. You know what I mean? So it's like people project what they want to. That guy had a major lisp. But that doesn't matter to me, you know? And the guy who's like blown up on steroids, you might see him in the Britney Spears video, so you'll know who he is. But, yeah, he has an issue with it, you know, trying to be masculine, trying to submerge his feminine side, you know, and I'm really okay with that. Who I am in that sense, but people will see what they want to see, you know what I mean? I'm hypersensitive. I'm I like to do my hair, I like to wear, you know, makeup pretty much, you know, in disguise now of coloring on top of suntan lotion, but whatever, you know, whatever to go out like with that image. That's very narcissistic, but that's the image. It lowers my anxiety that I have a routine with something that protects my skin, but if I have pimples, now you can kind of see it because I didn't put anything on, it's dark. It all got washed off after people smashing my face in for 3 hours. But yeah. And I mentioned that to my therapist, like what's, you know, masculine, like there's no, like putting a ticket on what type of behavior is masculine and what is feminine. It's kind of a construct, you know what I mean? You know that women like paint more and play with the dolls, and men like blue and play with the trucks. I grew up with Barbie dolls. My father bought me all of them. I grew my nails long and put clear nail polish on them to get them long. I dressed as Wonder Woman for Halloween and Purim, which is the Hebrew, the Jewish, it's not Halloween, but it's halfway, is it 6 months after Halloween? I don't know, somewhere in there, I don't remember anymore. But I collected stationery and stickers, which was in my school the feminine thing to do. Though in my school, which was a Jewish school till grade 6, so we learned 3 languages, English, French, and Hebrew, which I didn't have an interest for. The guys wore clogs, and in the school, it was a guy's thing, but I guess a Moroccan Jewish thing, so I don't know, it's kind of like European, Middle Eastern, no, well, okay. Morocco, I know it's in Northern Africa, right? Yeah, as I know now. It's an African thing, I guess. But at any rate, going on in public with that, the people in the public school would make fun of me. So, because it wasn't popular in any of the other schools, just in my school. So, yeah, I don't know. So I did everything that was on the feminine side, and I, at one time, thought I would want to be a girl. I went through that stage, you know, which is now kind of, was it LGBTQ questioning? I don't know. And then I came to my senses that I could do the stuff I like to do as a guy, and then I also realized what I like, muscular guys, but women could be muscular too. So everything is kind of like all over the place. Nothing is really categorized to a certain gender anymore. You know, some people don't like that. Some people don't care. But I didn't want to have periods. I didn't think that thing was great. So I kind of kept doing what I was doing, but wanted to be a guy. I wanted to weightlift, and you know, I just wasn't really attracted to women per se. Not knowing that after a long period of time. But this whole thing of me being masculine, everyone thought I was gay, everyone thought I was feminine, so it's like, or androgynous for a certain period of time. I wore a lot of eye makeup and had long hair, but I do that now, and now it's seen differently. You know, it's weird. Everything's perception, everything is evolution, everything is constructs, everything is bullshit, everything is whatever, you know, it's all about the energy, but a masculine energy, oh my god, you're so masculine. I think being too masculine and too butch, it's too gay, you know, and it's a construct of what some gay men find an ideal. And in my opinion, as a compensation for the inferiority of their feminine side, or that they were perceived as very feminine, or, you know, compensations, you know, kind of like people who play the thug role. It's a compensation. That's an overly masculinized urban hip hop version of someone who is probably gay, you know what I mean? Probably compensating for something. Like you're not born like trying to be hyper masculine, you know what I mean? It's societal, you know. It's like, why can't people be themselves, you know what I mean? And I say that, but it is hard, me trying to find out who I am anyways. But when people say, oh, you got masculine energy, 20 years ago, people thought I had a feminine energy. It's like, I know a lot of gay guys will kind of overcompensate and try to develop into the role that they perceive, because they've been judged and shamed and made fun of for so many years. I think that's a thing. So I don't know. I think it also, for me, it's just that I might be, you know, closed off to a lot of people. And that can be seen as a masculine trait, that they're not as expressive, not as flamboyant or outgoing or whatever, so just more reserved. Well, there's women like that too, you know what I mean? So, enough of this rant. Yeah. Talk to you next time.